Howdy guys, in today's video of FlexiSTARTER we're going to be looking at a few different graphic types you could be working with. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos and we have updates daily. Otherwise, back in the program here. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be looking at some graphic types. There's basically two main types. You do get something which I call PostScript, which is a combination of the two, but it's rather rare to work with unless you are combining perhaps cut lines and vector images. But then just having a basic understanding of these two should be enough. So first of all, we'll be looking at vector shapes. So now vector shapes, this is basically like a mathematical equation of points and curves. So what basically happens is you can make a couple of points and make a connection between them, and it will remember the value, the curve, and the distance between them, and so forth. So in return, what that means is you can blow this up to just about any size and without losing quality. So you can make something the size of a thumbnail and blow it up to the size of a billboard and it will remain the same quality. Only drawback is the more detail you start adding, the bigger the file size becomes, because everything has to be calculated according to a math. So vectors are great for simple type graphics, maybe logo designs and so forth. And also them in their simple state is way smaller though than raster images. So it's only when you try and make them too complex that their file size becomes large and they become kind of hard to open. So then let's just maybe have a quick just example of it. So let's go here, let's go to Inkscape just now. I've drawn this little guy and then convert him to vector. Now if we maybe go to the eye and we zoom in, you will see at no point does it start becoming pixelated. So we can zoom in till this thing is just about the whole screen, and you'll see this line stay smooth and there's no pixels. And that's like I mentioned, so now you can take this image and blow it up the size of a billboard and it will stay the same quality. But then let's just go here back to Flexi. So now the thing to keep in mind about raster, it is again a lot of little blocks that at the end makes an image. So it's a bit like a what do you call it again? Mosaic or something in that line. It works more like that. So then when you finally zoom out, it will make an overall image, and that is what most of our photos are consisted out of. And so we call that raster images. So there's also, if you're going to be printing things, most of the times it will be this, will be raster, and your cut lines will be vector. And when you finally print vector, it will basically, you can say, also turn it into raster. But once it stays digital, it will stay a mathematical equation. Now, like I said, this is most of our images, believe it or not, is based off this. If you're taking a photo with a camera or phone, with a very high quality camera, unless it is analog, so it's still old film, it will be raster. So if we just have a quick example of that, I'm just going here to GIMP now. Take this photo, which is a rather high quality. Then we can make out the face. So let's maybe zoom in there, and then you will see as we get closer, the more pixelated it starts becoming, till by a point where all we can see is those blocks that look similar to the one in Flexi. So as you can see, we've got blocks. So ultimately, this photo is just made of sometimes millions, or most of the times thousands, hundreds of thousands of little individual blocks with different colors. And at the end, when you zoom out, it will make an image, which is pretty cool. But in any case, so that is the difference between vector and raster. We do work with both, especially when you go printing, it'll be more raster. When we do cutting, it'll be more vector. But like I said, you can combine them with like a form of PostScript format. And that is when you may be making stickers or something like that. Then you'll print it and then make a cut as well. Otherwise, that is it on the basic file types we'll be using. If we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we have a variety of different softwares we do cover. And also we have this nice little search option so you can isolate your search. If you don't find the video you're looking for, you can always go to request a training video, and then we will make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.